Hi, welcome dear students to second video of chapter 7. Hope all of you are in a good health. Today I am going to explain about query, form, report and flat file database. Previous class I already explained about database management system and database terms. Now let us discuss one by one query. So queries selects record from one or more tables in a database so they can be viewed, analyzed, and sorted on a common dataset. Here you can see in the image, here queries, select strict from, this is database name and this is the table name. You can also write down select star strict from students, for example. So what will do this query? It will select all the records of, it will show all the records on the students table. You can also filter the record. You can fetch the record in a ascending order or descending order. For example, I'm going to fetch record from student tables, and name should be displayed in descending order. So you can write down the query select strict from, table name is students, from students, order by first name DESC, that is descending order. Simply it shows all the records, the student table in descending order. For example, there are 10 columns, 10 fields in the student table. I just want to show only name and roll number and date of birth. No. So you can just write down here select name, comma, date of birth, DOB, comma, the column name again, email ID or whatever. In that case, it will show only the 3 fields. Here you can see the select star from flat file. So it shows all the records from, strict means all. It shows all the records from the student table. You can also set the, if you want to see only 10 records, you can set the here also number of records from 2, 0 to 10 records if you want to. 0 first record, first 10 records if you want to see. So you can just write down the query like, so I hope you are able to understand how to filter the data if you have a millions of records in a database. And if you just want to show the data date wise, you can set the date wise, you can set the last record if you want to show here, if you want to show 20 records, last 20 records. It's very difficult to find out the record, display the data. Filter the data is very complicated. So you just need to write a query, appropriate query to show the data. Now, again, form. What is form? Form is a graphical interface interface that is used to display and edit data. Using form, you can display or you can also edit data. If you want to modify the data, so you can edit using the form. And form can be developed from a table or a query. You can also show the using this using the table or a query. So form can include calculations, graphics, and objects. Now here you can see the forms example. Here you can see you can also edit the record here and see the navigation button. You can just move back and also here you can see the forms where you can edit the. So definitely, I hope you are able to understand how to edit and view the data. Now, types of database. So basically, there are two types of databases. First one is the flat file database, and another is the relational database. So, flat file database. What is a flat file database? Now, flat file database is a database that stores data in a plain text file. Each line of the text file holds one record with fields separated by comma or tabs. Other hand, when we are talking about the relational database, so all the information, for example, we can store the information in different tables. And for example, I'm going to a student marks in a different table. So now how can we, so it is a relational. One table is a student's table, another table is the subject table, and one of the table, and you can also store the marks in a different table. Or you can say, for example, I just want to store the information like address in a different table, or for the student fees we can store in a different table. So only a particular we can set the permission so that only admin can view the fees and no one else are able to access. And also we cannot allow anyone to view the email ID or phone number of a particular student. So a relational means we can store student information more than in more than one table. So how you store the data in a relational database? So it is a database can enter the data, rows and columns. When you are going to store data, two-dimensional arrays in the relational database, and the flat file, a file database is a database that stores data in a plain text. For example, when you are going to search, going to a store, so there may be a chances of a duplicacy, and it takes a time when you are going to search in the relational database. It allow you to search the record fast. You can write down the query and easily search the data, can filter the data easily. So I'll discuss in the details some of the parts of the MS Access next chapter, and hope all of you are able to understand the point which I explained in this video. Thanks for watching the video. Bye for now. See you in the next class.